Hello everybody, welcome back to another Death Battle reaction video. I'm pre-recording intros because of work. So this is recorded days in advance. Yippee! But today, it's Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto. Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh! The season finale's here and my childhood's gonna hurt. I grew up with both these characters. I love Pokemon. I still do, just like with Yu-Gi-Oh! And seeing your childhood clash against each other is more hurtful than when Pokemon was on the show back against Digimon, in a way. Because I never really grew up with Digimon, compared to everyone else. But I really like both the stories that Ash and Yugi have had. And Ash's story, like, really stuck with people, especially when his saga finally ended and he did become the very best, like no one ever was. And Yugi's story about the friendships you make along the way. I know anime friendship bullshit is a stereotype for some people, but I think Yugi did it really well. And I love that cast so much. And I've made content on both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! On my channel over the past who knows how long at this point. So I'm very excited to see this, and I'm very not ready to see someone lose this one. But who did I pick on Let's Discuss Death Battle? I gave it to Yugi, and I primarily gave it to him because I think he can outsmart Ash, and while his setup does take time, he can probably do it a lot better than most people give him credit for, and I think he counters just about everything Ash can throw at him. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Do I have a preferred winner in this case? I guess it would have to be Yugi in that case as well. Other than that, I'm nervous, but I'm excited to see what happens in this episode. I've been dreading it of sorts, but also been excited for it. Let's get into it.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Fly!
Holy shit, it's here.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground: Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Or in some people's cases,
It's our
Digimon.
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's get it, baby!
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor,
We don't know how
Mad
long it is.
Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's
Oh,
newest
it's a game
Night
company,
Swarm.
right?
It just launched, and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this survivor-like and roguelike RPG. Double the like.
Each run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes, find new followers, unlock new quests, and look cool while doing it. Look at
Nice.
that gear.
Night Swarm is on Steam now, and 15% off for a limited time.
My brain was about to say, are these the Vampire Survivor guys? But I think
Hello
it's
there.
different.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Nice going,
wanted
Ash.
to be a Pokemon master.
National
Though he
Ash
didn't
Ketchum Day,
know
September
what that meant
15th.
yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well,
Oh,
Ash
come
knew he'd
on.
find his answers at the Pokemon
I'm also just
League
reading what I
tournament.
can
So
because
Oak hooked him
there's a
up with
lot
the
going in this
electric mouse,
episode.
Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo
Yeah, he
had
was
a
a-
rocky start,
as Bill put it, a
but
little
after
shit.
An intense first day together. The rest, as they say,
Is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes.
Yeah.
And the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note
With,
we are prioritizing the anime that Ash
8
is
generations,
from,
at
which often
least.
differs from the original games that inspired it.
True.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But
Well,
in a fight, Ash usually
it would get
chooses Pikachu.
upgraded into
Give the
a part
yellow rat
Pokemon.
enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric
So
attacks
they
in
loves
the game
Ketchup.
can't stop
That's why
what
he
this
loves
Pikachu
Ash
dishes
Ketchum.
out.
Yet
Haha.
somehow
So they're
Ash
also
is
giving
just
him all his
fine after
moves rather than
repeatedly
4.
getting
That's
zapped
pretty
by this
cool.
Same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt.
It's
The
a classic.
perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
They got to do the
clearly
joke
the
finally.
anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used
It looks
thunder
cool,
as a
okay?
super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast.
Whee!
Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but
Yep.
Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The
'Cause
guy
it hurts.
plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style
Right.
is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great
Ouch.
philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's
Nice quote,
bond is
Boomstick.
magnetic and brought them new allies.
Electromagnetic,
Brock,
as you
Serena,
could
just
say.
to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like
First
Ash's
and foremost.
Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's
Someone's
league
got a
ID
shiny,
won't
nice,
let him
I
carry
think.
more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like
That's
Squirtle
fair.
and Lapras are key in seafaring
I love the
fights,
visuals
and
for
Ash can
this
combine their
episode,
water
man.
attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
Like
One
the
time,
with the
his
Pokedex
weasel
numbers
got
too.
frozen while using Aqua
I like
Jet,
it.
which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua
Fine.
Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But
Right.
Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well,
Ouch.
4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as
That's
much
fair.
as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set
Nice.
my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had
All
a
right,
fiery
Boomstick
passion
and
for
writers,
reaching
I
the
see what
top
you did there.
ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride
Yeah.
over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh
Ouch.
lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship
True.
motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the
Eventually,
last one
yeah.
you want to see on the field.
Other types.
Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary,
Oh, they're giving him
Ash
Mimey,
will call
that's
for
cool.
the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon.
People's
Charizard's so
elbow.
strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex
You're telling
spells
me,
it out.
Boomstick.
Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With
Nice.
new regions soar new
When's the
flying
full
types
When's the
like
full
Pidgeot.
song, Boomstick? Come on.
land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly
Ouch.
Piplup.
Physical. Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log
It's nuts,
is
isn't it?
basically a whole tree. He chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe
True.
his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall
The
grass.
Vikings.
Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Yeah.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep.
Ouch.
That Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured
What?
out new
No.
ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And
Yep.
with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A mega
That
would
fight
have
was
been
really
handy
cool.
At the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely
He loves them.
his little guys. But boy, does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle
eventually
theory, but
did.
his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes
It's
with
sick,
a huge
and probably
power
should have been his
increase,
Mecha.
But there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja
Yeah.
ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and
Little
teamwork
nuts.
get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas.
More sports
who can
jokes,
tow entire
apparently.
regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah,
So sick.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken?
I don't know,
Your type
Boomstick.
chart's right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his
Yeah.
loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He
Kaiju
haunts foes with
Gengar.
G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up.
Oh,
I bet
God.
it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring,
Yeah,
some JoJo
a
poses,
weird-
and Thunderbolt will
A weird
evolve
mechanic
into
from
10
Alola.
million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow
It hurts.
Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters
Cool.
from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a
Yeah.
legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact,
It's cool.
when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with
Yeah,
Pikachu.
maybe.
So it was gonna end with Pikachu.
Anything from
In the
Gen 9.
Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free. 4Kids, let my boy win. Yes.
Sure.
Let him have
Ash
this
did
quiz.
his best
Come
and
on,
had
man.
No regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Peak. Okay.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious
Man, I'm hoping
civilization?
Yugi's analysis
Time
is just as
travel?
cool.
The Divine Hand. Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical
Yay.
ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly,
Welcome
the
back,
way of the Shadow
4Kids.
Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said
Yeah.
the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up!
True.
Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpa's
Friends
game
with
shop.
Bobo Bobo
But little did
Bobo
he know
Bo.
that completing the puzzle
Isn't that from
would
like
link
a
his spirit to
fighting
an
crossover
ancient
from
pharaoh.
Shonen?
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play
sorts?
a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's
Yeah.
a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When
Ouch.
Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down.
If
the
people
only
were wondering
way
why
he knows
Kaiba
how,
looks different in
playing
this
a
compared
children's
to
card game.
And for his
everything
help,
else, it's
Kaiba was given
season
a penalty game.
0.
Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With
True.
the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium
Ouch.
Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms
True.
barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami
True.
had amnesia.
Because,
so
like,
he
I think people
didn't
forget
know
that
himself
Yugi and
either.
Yami
But
are
after
two
a
separate
run-in with
people
enemy
half the
Millennium
time.
Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi
Joey
and
the
Yami
left
were ready
leg.
for
That's
anything.
fair,
Because
actually.
Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh.
There it goes.
There they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, Why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge.
Nice.
Yugi's a very
I
clever
like that
strategist.
reference
His style works
quite a lot.
best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a
Yay.
1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But
You'll be
I'm about
surprised.
Brute force. Buster
My
Blade and
dude.
Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon
True.
Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy
The fact that we're getting
moons.
Giant Soldier of
Time
Stone is
Wizard's
kind of
better.
nuts.
It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning
Okay.
monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and
Dark
his apprentice,
Magician.
Dark Magician Girl.
Both are
Who
masters
apparently
of
is
dark
called Black
magic,
Magician
and
in the
Yugi often
sub.
pairs them with
No,
the
really.
damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's
It's a
support
fun
monsters
card.
too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters.
Whee!
And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he
Surprise.
cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can
Yeah.
differ from the real-world card game.
You'll be
Yugi
surprised.
Also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a
Or
time
any
skip,
enemy monster
and Pot of
technically as
Greed
well.
lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like
If things
Okay,
get dicey, he has
dude.
more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards
Hooray!
with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this,
Yeah.
Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style,
It was so
trusting each
cool.
other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami
Yeah.
are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not
That's-
just smart.
it's extremely
These
fair.
card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even
Yeah.
the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors.
I think
and
people
wreck
forget how
cities.
nuts
And all
Yu-Gi-Oh
of this
is.
power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Hello,
Because
Kaiba.
really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only
More than
surpassed
once.
by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out.
Yeah.
These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a
That
different
hurts
ball
a
game
lot.
altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami
True.
and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian
Ow,
gods,
poor Joey,
Yugi
man.
and Yami had to face them
He's
in
cool,
duels,
though. I like
pulling
Joey.
off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic,
That's-
promptly defeating Ra.
This
Yeah,
ain't new
that's
for the
nuts.
magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kind of crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are
It's
way
kinda
stronger
nuts.
than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards
Elements
aren't
of-
pushovers. Darkhold
I
Dragon
like
is
how
a
we're throwing
sentient
in
black
GX
hole,
'cause it was
planet
also in the
aligned that
movie.
moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the
To be
top
fair,
would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to
hello,
plunge
Zork.
existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters
True.
weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I
Yep.
knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi,
I think people
drawing the
forget
card
about
he
that.
needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even
True.
expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered
Who
his
is
Egyptian past,
low-key
his
jealous
multiple
of-
lifelong bonds,
of
and
Yugi.
his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator
Hello,
of
Haraki.
light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Haraki created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed.
I didn't think anything
Across many
powerful as
duels,
Haraki
evil was
after this.
vanquished. There
Because
was
I
only
haven't,
one more
I
thing
don't remember
left
5
to
Ds
do.
and whatnot.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was
Such a
both
good final
climactic
duel
and
as well,
bittersweet.
dude.
Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he
True.
and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
There
Yugi
it
moved
is.
on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
There's a reason he's the
Except
king of
to
games.
Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Damn!
The Battle of the
I love
Millennium
this
is
so
about to
much.
start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right, this message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're
All right,
looking
real
for a
quick.
holiday gift, Raycon...
Sorry to do this, but I still think Yugi has this. The creator of light should be enough to get past Solgaleo, which I think is Ash's big trump card. If it comes down to a fist fight, then you can give it to Ash, but I feel like it's not going to. Other than that, I do think Yugi can probably outsmart Ash, even though with the whole robot being blown up by analyzing Ash's tactics. So I still think Yugi has this. But goddamn, I love both these characters so much, and both these analyses are so fucking good, dude, that it's gonna hurt no matter who actually wins. Cause I'm gonna be sad. But let's go, Yugi. Heart of the cards, baby. Oh boy.
Death Battle open to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late.
All right.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Here we go.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And
Yeah.
given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to
I mean-
death battle!
True. I mean, you gotta tweak the rules kind of like that, to be fair. Oh, that's sick. Oh. Damn, dude. And here's Jason Page on the track. We out.
You okay, Pikachu? It's for on Forest Tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
All right, here we go.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Buster Blader, kick some ass, buddy. Whoa.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Uh-oh.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise,
Nice.
Dimension Space!
Phew. Ow.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
All 30 Tauros, baby. And everybody else. Sick.
Charizard, I choose you.
Whoa. Ow. The Curry Brothers and Gandora. Oh, shit. Max Aura. Whoa. Poor Karibo. Oh shit, Sogaleo!
Aha!
Here comes Slifer the Sky Dragon! So much action, dude! Oh shit. That Gengar? Oh yeah, it is. Fucking sick. Ow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Fucker killed a Tem.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Alrighty.
Who's that Pokemon?
Araxi, goddess of light!
Hot damn.
Magicians, flash burning magic! Araxi, Dozer!
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh, here we go.
10 million volt thunderbolt!
Oh shit. Ash can pull this off.
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder!
Oh, what?
I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Oh! Oh! It's just like the first movie.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Damn. Hot damn, dude.
Oh, my childhood. Whisk,
Again.
I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters.
Okay.
Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best.
Yeah.
And traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often.
That's
and
fair.
Despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus,
Okay, yeah, that's
Pokemon
fair.
evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable
Yeah.
to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled
Exactly.
at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the
Yuki's
same
on a
goes for
whole
Yugi.
nother level,
Gotta
though,
remember,
compared to that
Yugi and Atem's
robot.
teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's
That's
secret
fair.
weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way.
Exactly.
The heart of the cards is real.
I think people
and Yugi is determined to
overlook
support
that
his
so
monsters
much.
with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Right.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. and specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash
true.
focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But
Yeah.
I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well,
I mean-
Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions,
So
and
yeah,
mess with minds.
Ash couldn't
If
throw
Ash
hands.
actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts,
I mean,
and
yeah.
are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and
I
Dialga's
figured
Roar of
Herakti
Time.
would be good.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr.
That's
Mime
fair.
faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer
Yeah.
the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Yeah, which is
Meanwhile,
primary
Yugi had
canon.
cards like Mirage Ruler and
For
Monster
this
Reborn
debate,
that
anyway.
could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That
True.
was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
Congrats, Yuki. Ah, man. Ah.
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
Oh, boy. What a... Okay, so let's talk about this. Best finale ever. Like, I'm sorry, All Might vs. Might guy, but this one just takes it for me. The analysis for both were fantastic. The fight was a lot of fun, a lot of action. The voice acting was pretty solid. And so many cool moments in that fight happened. Like, from Solgaleo summoning to Herakti to just Greninja being like, let's murder a Tem! I know that's not what technically happened, but still. And it really just went to show that that was a good choice in animation, just to show off, like, this is Yugi's moment, technically. Like, let him show how much he's grown. I really love this episode. It might be my favorite of the year. I'm not certain, though. And oh boy, what a fun way to end the year. But thank you folks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Death Battle. I'm going to wait to see what actually gets teased in 2026. I do know we're getting a Geats episode, but that's probably going to take at least a year or two to actually happen. So I'm sorry I'm not talking about it in this episode. But thank you folks for watching. What did you think of Ash versus Yugi? Do you agree with Yugi winning, or do you think Ash should have won? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, because I love reading your comments. And I will see you all later.